Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Minezone SMP. So, we're finally in the month of June. And that means the finale is almost here. Now, this is kind of cool. This is new. Anyway, as I was saying, for the finale, we're obviously going to have the final battle. And we're going to do a lot of stuff. Also, I don't know why this has been broken. But, yeah. So before everything goes and gets blown up, because things are probably going to get blown up knowing the people on the server, I decided to record a world tour where I just go through the server. Now, I had originally I've already recorded it, and I had planned for it to be part of the finale. But then I realized the finale is probably going to be a super long video already, and so I figured I'd just record a world tour. I just upload it now. So if you hear me mention anything about the finale, it hasn't happened yet, and I was just planning to post that for the finale, but I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah, let's cut to the world tour. We'll start where most things start, the beginning. This is an exact replica of my first ever house on this SMP. A lot of things happened to it. It was egg bombed, blown up a couple times. It actually used to be over here, but yeah, like I said, it got blown up, so we had to relocate it over here. And yeah, looking at the surrounding area, we have Johnny's house. I mean, me and him used to butt heads on the server, but he was my closest neighbor. We also have one of Deep's many houses. I mean, he had like 7 or 9 different houses. I ended up rebuilding this one, and I actually think this garden here is kind of cool. And he has his villager farm down there. While we're in this area, we have to take a look at Ozone's area. Ozone is such an amazing builder. Like, sometimes when I need just to relax, I'll come and walk these paths. Just take a look around. Like, this house that he started with, he got tired of it, and just it's in ruins, and I love it. Underneath we have his villager farm, and over here we have the main part of Ozone's base, his iron farm, and all of his stuff. It's a shame Ozone didn't play on the server more. I really wanted to see where he went with this whole area. Over here we had Stitchy's old house. It's a shame that when people move houses on this SMP, their first reaction is to just blow it up. But yeah, there used to be a giant head over there. Taking this ice bridge, we will soon see, or we already see, but we'll soon arrive at Inky and Mayhem's base. I used to spend a lot of time at this castle. Mayhem was one of my closest allies. A shame he didn't play on the server more. The cracked and mossy bricks, that was my touch. And yeah. It's also where me and Inky settled our differences and teamed up. It was on this very roof. Flying down over here, we have Sega's house. Sega is and will probably always be one of the closest friends I have on the internet. He's just such a nice guy who's always there to help me if I have an issue. And his house is really cool. He even has this place to test MLG watering. Coming over here, we have Evan's house, which is a replica of the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 house. And I gotta say, he did a pretty good job before he, blew it up his hotshot. It even has a secret underground facility that I'm sure definitely does not include robots that want to kill us. So we're just gonna move along. While we're in the area, we should take a stop at the graveyard. Many people had pets on the server that were lost, and it's nice to have a place where we can treasure their memories. However, with my house and farm being trolled a lot, there wasn't much I could do. So I decided to move away, get a fresh start, and start working on my real big base for this SMP. And so I moved over to the new lab. This giant base took me a long time to make in survival mode. I had to terraform this hill. If we go underneath it, you can see that, yeah, it's empty. I spent so much time on this space. My only wish is that I had actually used it more. I am, and forever will be, proud of this space. However, one tiny downside, or, I mean, that's a little bit mean, but we have the neighbors, Mandalore Island, home of Zionite, Quinivin, and Cuban, I think. I think those, was that it? Was it those three? I think it was those three. Sure, they caused me no end of trouble, but hey, I mean, I gotta respect this house. It's a nice, cozy house. Finally, the last base on the server is Stitchy's, with her doggo army and this just beautiful area with a farm, a turtle area, a villager section, and this awesome looking jungle base, which Stitchy kindly let me add the psychic pad. And that's how things were. They were perfectly fine for a while, but then, well, Inky took up a problem with me. You see, he didn't like the fact that I had an Enderman farm, so he took me to court. I won, but it didn't go well after that. We all went to kill the Ender Dragon, and after that there was a tragic accident, and I lost my friend Blueberry. And that jump-started Act 2. Underscore, Anon, and I all met in the bunker. Before it was destroyed, at least. Now it's just an empty shell. But we met, and we decided that we weren't going to stand for this. We were going to take over so that if anyone did any crimes, they could be properly punished. And thus set forth the Minezone SMP Act 2. While the lab, the old lab, is big and it's imposing, it's not something you look at and be like, yes, the rulers of the server live there. So I decided that we needed to build a second base. One that's a lot closer to spawn, so that we could, you know, come and go as we please super easily. And thus we began construction on the new lab. The new lab is a project that I am most proud of. It's an amazing feat of teamwork and their patience as we constructed a super duper giant build. Each member of the new council got their own tower as a thanks for helping me. First was Sega. He decided to go with a nice spiral staircase design, leading all the way to the top where he would live. Next was Underscore, where I decided to make him a, well, miney tower. See, Underscore likes bunkers and not big bases, so I decided to make one that has a mine aesthetic. Using this button, we can levitate to the very top, and we have all the riches you will ever need. Thirdly, Anon. As one of the first members of the new council, I built this for her, and it's a nice simple 3 or 4 floored tower with water in the middle. Nothing up here because she hasn't been on a little bit, but hey, what are you gonna do? Lastly, we have Impulse Evan's tower. Evan, one of the latest and, well, our resident hotshot, decided to go with a more redstone-y design with a little minecart slime block contraption, I guess, that leads all the way to the very tippy top of his tower. And finally, the main build. The first floor gives access to the 4 smaller towers, it's where we kept a bunch of stuff, and where Stitchy built a nice musical machine, which I turned off the sound for you. Don't worry. The second floor, and the floor that subsequently lags underscore to no end, is my super storage sorting machine. Trademark. This machine can hold so many items, it's unreal. And I never fully got a chance to use it, but I'm so glad I had it. Third, we got the utility room. Anon wanted a library, so I put a bookcase maze that leads to an enchanting table. Enough furnaces to smelt, well, probably the amount of sand it took to make this build. Anvils in case we ever need to repair stuff, and my ultimate brewing section, which I have used. This floor also gives access to the 4 bridges that connect all the towers, so there's easy access for everyone to get around the base. Next up, the war prep room. This room is where we prepared for the battle against the resistance. We got our battle test simulation, we got the Shrine of Battle with a Johnny head, we got an archery range, and we got the battle map, where we basically just planned out what to attack, where and when, and who to attack. Finally, my living area. This place is, well, it's a little bit underused, but my foxes live there and Mango lives there. However, they're off in a safe room because I don't want them getting hurt, I didn't want them getting hurt for, the battle and stuff. I have my little interrogation box, hot shots original signs, and a nice view over the land of the Minezone SMP. And that, my friends, is the new lab. This build took a long time, but it's something I will always be super proud of. However, we weren't the only team with the headquarters. The Resistance built their own base, where, it's not much, but it's something. It's like a bunker tower combo, which, they didn't use much, but hey, it looks pretty cool. Next, we're going to take a small pit stop at the shopping district. Over there, which isn't really part of the district, but it's still a shop, it's Impulse Evan's beheading shop. And then we have Not a Lighthouse Incorporated, where we sell firework rockets and elytra. Stitchy and Sega have made IKEA. That kind of rhymed. And, well, it's infested with monsters, but this is definitely the best place to come if you ever need just a variety of items. Ooh, free flowers. Now, one of the first shops on the Minezone SMP was the Bone Zone. This shop sold bones and arrows, complete with a secret skeleton farm that I made. Oh, and free bows if you purchase something. Next up was my secret little shop that I definitely did not create another Enderman farm to produce. It's well, it doesn't have a name, but it's the Enderman shop. 1 diamond per 32 ender pearls, and 1 head is 32 diamonds. Then we got a couple stores up here, like Sitchi's one-stop knife shop, where you can get a regular knife or a knife premium. We do love our resident knife dealer. I wonder what this shop is. And that is everything near spawn on the Minezone SMP. Now, there's still more to see. There's a lot more to see. So let's start with the first event that I hosted, Camp Minezone. This event was a learning experience definitely, but it was still a lot of fun. Everyone came here with nothing, they got a tent, and they slowly got upgraded. We had events where you had to build your own houses, we had pranks, and the prankers were never revealed. It was actually Anon and Impulse Evan who were the prankers. While this place was so much fun, I also feel like it had more potential than we used. But, hey, what are you gonna do? Next up, the second game that I hosted. Psychic Survival Island. This was an ambitious project, but I will forever be proud, like, no joke, of how this turned out. The island, the Isle of Dead, treasure, lost souls, sunrise, don't ask questions, mining, fire, fox, nature, the spring, and the volcano. This took a long time, but like this was incredible, and it's some of the most fun I've ever had on the server. And then the storyline I created, where the whole event was a trap by evil ancestor psychic to revive his blueberry. It was so good. I would definitely recommend go watching that. It's so good. And Sitchi even made a little glass seal. I mean, it's really cute. Oh, and there's a lot of chests in there. Next up, not really a place that there was an event, but a place where there could have been events. The Minigame District, composed of 3 minigames. My parkour that I made, and Evan made FNAF 1 and FNAF 2. I wish we were able to actually have played these games, but hey. People have lives. Their lives don't revolve around Minecraft. I guess this kind of counts as the next event, but it was the mansion that's now gone. It was fun, except I kind of ruined it, but yeah. What are you gonna do? I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah. So, just a little bit of an update. There probably won't be that many Minezone SMP videos until the finale. We're at the end. We're in the home stretch. It's kind of sad, but there's just not much left to do. Like, we've done almost excuse me, I have hiccups. We've done almost everything there is. And yeah. It's storming at my house. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah. If there's like a period of no psychic videos, it's probably because we're all preparing for the finale. But yeah, if you want to see the entire playlist, check it out. But yeah, I'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye.